Sweeter Than Revenge. Episode 7. Before we start the episode, please share and like, and subscribe. School reunion hall. Hoseok enters the reunion hall with Yoongi. The noise of laughter and old memories fills the space. Yoongi. Hoseok, I really didn't want to come to this place. Why did you force me? Hoseok. Why? Afraid you won't get another chance to bully me again. He says lightly, half teasing. Yoongi. Shut up. I told you I don't like this place. That's exactly why I didn't want to come. Hoseok. Alright. We're already here. Just go inside, let them see you for a while, and then come back. Yoongi hesitates at the entrance, his eyes scanning the hall. Old memories threaten to resurface. Hoseok watches him quietly, the playful smile fading for a second. Both of them are now seated at a table, drinking alcohol. Just then, Yoongi's old friends walk over and start talking to him. Friend number 1. Yoongi, looks like you've turned Hoseok into your full-time servant now, smiling. Friend number 4, of course. We all remember how Yoongi used to bully Hoseok back in school, grinning. Yoongi. No, that was back in school. I was stupid back then, forces an awkward smile. Friend number 3, stupid. No way, you never lost your dominance. Even now, look, Hoseok still trembles just by looking at you, right? Yoongi. No. Before Yoongi can finish, Hoseok snaps. Unable to control his anger, Hoseok suddenly grabs Yoongi by the collar and pulls him close, then kisses him right in front of everyone. Hoseok's eyes remain fixed on Yoongi's friends as it happens. One by one, their mouths fall open in shock. The laughter dies instantly. Hoseok breaks the kiss. Yoongi, unable to face his friends, buries his face into Hoseok's chest. Hoseok looks at Yoongi's friends and lets out a proud smirk. Hoseok. Sorry to disappoint your expectations, but what you're thinking is wrong. You see it with your own eyes. Any questions? The friends walk away, muttering among themselves. Yoongi lifts his head and glares at Hoseok. Yoongi. Angry, cheeks flushed. Hoseok, I didn't like what you did just now, doing that in front of them. Hoseok. I just made them understand the truth, kitten, serious. Yoongi. You could have just told them, frustrated. Hoseok. That's exactly what I did. I just didn't waste my words alone, teasing. Yoongi. They'll think I'm weak now. The dominance I built all through school, you destroyed it in a second, angry. Hoseok. So what? You expect me to just stand there and listen while they say whatever they want about me, slightly angry. Yoongi. If you stay the same now, what will you lose? You've always been my. Hoseok suddenly grabs Yoongi by the neck, anger flashing in his eyes. Hoseok. Furious. You changed the moment you saw your friends again. Don't think I'll remain the same person I used to be. Only then does Yoongi realize his mistake. Yes, he didn't just cross the line. He shattered it. Yoongi. Hoseok, please forgive me. I spoke without thinking, pleading. Hoseok says nothing. He turns around and walks away. Yoongi follows him, calling out his name, but Hoseok gets into his car and drives off. Yoongi stands there, staring at the road where the car disappeared. He wonders if he should go back inside the reunion hall. Just then, Yoongi's friends approach him again. Friend number 2. Yoongi, did Hoseok leave you? If you want, I can help you. Friend number 3. Yeah. We're better than him anyway. Friend number 1. You used to bully me back then too, so why don't you try me instead? Yoongi realizes their words now carry a twisted meaning. He tries to walk away. Suddenly, friend number 1 grabs him and tries to touch him inappropriately. In a split second, Yoongi drives his knee upward with full force. Friend number 1 crashes to the ground. Yoongi. I know exactly how to treat people, and when to stop. I also know how I choose to be with the people I like. Bullying isn't something to be proud of. I understood that, far too late. Before leaving, Yoongi steps hard on friend number 1, who is still lying on the floor. Yoongi. And don't get it wrong, I know how to fight too. The remaining friends rush to lift the injured one and take him away. Yoongi gets into a taxi and heads home. Inside taxi, night. He can't forget anything that happened tonight, Hoseok leaving, and the people he once called friends crossing the line. A bitter thought creeps into his mind. If Hoseok hadn't kissed him in front of them, would they have dared to behave like that? The more he thinks about it, the more his chest tightens. Tears silently spill down his face. Yoongi thought I was the one who spoke too much, I know that. But he left without even looking back. Was that all his affection meant? Or am I overthinking everything? No one has ever behaved with me like that before. Even now, I'm scared, but I forced myself to be brave. Yoongi wipes his tears. Yoongi, I'm never coming to a place like this again. He stares at his hands, crying quietly, alone in the moving taxi. A WhatsApp notification pops up on Yoongi's phone. It's from Namjoon. Namjoon rarely messages Yoongi. Confused, Yoongi unlocks his phone and opens the notification. Private venue, evening hotel. The venue glows softly under warm golden lights. Thin crystal lamps hang from the ceiling like falling stars, reflecting against the tall glass walls. At the center stands a circular golden arch, wrapped in deep red roses. Beneath it, rose petals scatter across the floor, surrounded by gently flickering candles. Behind the arch, warm neon letters shine softly. Will you marry me? A few people are already there, only those closest to them. Taehyung stands near one side, arms loosely crossed, quietly taking everything in. Jungkook stands beside him, calm, focused only on what's unfolding in front of them. The lights dim slightly. Jin steps forward and freezes the moment he sees the setup. Jin. Namjoon, what is this? Namjoon walks toward him, calm and steady. Namjoon, 10 years ago, you walked into my life without asking. And somehow, you never left. Jin smiles softly. Namjoon, this place is quiet because our love never needed noise. It just stayed. Everyone remains silent, giving them the moment. Namjoon takes Jin's hands. Namjoon, Kim Seokjin, after 10 years of choosing each other, will you let me keep choosing you, forever? He goes down on one knee and opens the ring box. Jin's eyes shine. Jin, you really waited 10 years just to do this? He laughs softly. Jin, yes, always yes. Soft applause fills the room. Taehyung smiles. Jungkook claps quietly, as Namjoon slips the ring onto Jin's finger. At the back of the venue, unnoticed, Yoongi arrives. He stops, watching the moment from the shadows. A gentle smile curves on his lips, proud, relieved. Without drawing attention, Yoongi turns and walks away. Yoongi thought be happy, hung. The door closes softly behind him. A few minutes later, everyone was congratulating them. Jin kept looking around, glancing here and there. Jin. Namjoon, didn't Yoongi come? Namjoon. I messaged him. Maybe he had some other work to take care of. Jin let out a quiet sigh and nodded his head as if to say okay. Namjoon had actually seen Yoongi leaving, but since he was on the stage, he couldn't do anything. He had noticed that Yoongi seemed lost in thought. Namjoon said that only because he didn't want Jin to feel upset. Taehyung and Jungkook walked up to them to offer their congratulations. Taehyung, congratulations, Jin hung and Namjoon hung. Jungkook handed over the bouquet he was holding. Jungkook, I'm sorry, Namjoon hung called suddenly, so this was all I could get in such a short time. Namjoon, it's okay, you really didn't have to do all this. Taehyung, Jungkook insisted that he should at least buy something for his crush. Jungkook stared at Taehyung with wide eyes. Namjoon and Jin looked at Jungkook in surprise. Namjoon, I definitely didn't expect this. Jin, neither did I. I didn't know I was someone's crush from the very beginning. Jungkook, no, it's not like that. It's just a crush, please don't misunderstand. Jungkook said this while waving his hands nervously, a mix of embarrassment and panic on his face. Everyone burst into laughter at the sight of him, making Jungkook even more flustered. Namjoon, you look cute. Namjoon said it with a smile. Jungkook's face turned even redder as his eyes unintentionally lingered on Namjoon's dimples when he smiled. Taehyung, at this rate, I'm pretty sure Jungkook will completely boil right here if we tease him anymore. Rolling on the floor laughing. Jin, his face may be handsome, but not more than mine. Namjoon, you're always worried only about your face. Jin, who do you think I am? Everyone, worldwide handsome. Everyone nodded together, laughing softly. Jin puffed his cheeks into a pout, pretending to be offended. Namjoon laughed and pulled him into a gentle embrace. Jungkook quietly held onto Taehyung's hand. A few minutes later, everyone had left. Now only Namjoon and Taekook remained. Just as they were about to leave, Jimin arrived carrying a baby in his arms. Jimin, looks like I'm very late, walking toward them. Jin, yes, you're very late. Jin gently took the baby from Jimin's arms. Jimin didn't say anything and let him. Jin, I'll forgive you because of this little baby. Jimin smiled softly and turned his head toward Jungkook. He noticed Jungkook staring at the baby without blinking. Not only Jimin, Taehyung noticed it too. Jimin waved his hand in front of Jungkook's face, snapping him back to reality. Jungkook looked up, startled, and met Jimin's eyes. Jimin, Cook, what deep thoughts are you lost in? Jungkook. Nothing, hung. Jimin, it doesn't look like, nothing. So, how did it feel watching your crush's love proposal, teasing? Jungkook. Hung, that's enough. Everyone has already teased me enough, please don't start again, pouting, cheeks red. Jimin. Alright, but you haven't introduced him yet, have you? Point Taehyung. Jungkook. This is Taehyung. Taehyung, this is Jimin. A few minutes earlier, outside the reunion hall, Hoseok came back, even though his heart told him not to. He wanted to check if Yoongi was still there. But before he could step closer, he saw Yoongi getting into a taxi. Hoseok froze, doing nothing, just standing there and watching as the taxi drove away. That was when he noticed Yoongi's friends nearby. Even after getting beaten by Yoongi, they hadn't changed. Seeing Hoseok, they started running their mouths again. His chest feels tight. He clenches his phone in his hand. Suddenly, laughter. Friend number 1. Wow, look at that. Ran off already. Friend number 3. Guess all that attitude disappeared once the lights went off. Hoseok slowly turns toward them. Friend number 4. And you, kissing him like that in front of everyone. Didn't know you liked playing hero. Hoseok's grip tightens. Friend number 1. Yoongi was always like this. Acts big, then plays victim. Nothing's changed. Hoseok. Say his name again. They laugh louder. Friend number 3. Or what? You'll cry too. That's when Hoseok snaps. He lunges forward, grabbing friend number 3 by the collar and slamming him against the wall. Hoseok. You don't get to talk about him. Not after everything you did. Friend number 1 rushes in. Hoseok turns and punches him. The impact sends his phone slipping from his hand. The phone hits the ground hard. Crack, asterisk, the screen shatters. At the exact same moment, Namjoon's name flashes on the broken screen. Namjoon's cell phone. Hoseok, come to the hotel times I arrange a surprise proposal for Jin. The screen flickers, then goes dark. Hoseok doesn't notice. All his focus is on the men in front of him. Hoseok, you bullied him. You humiliated him. And when he finally stood up for himself, you crossed the line. His voice is low, controlled. Hoseok, if I ever hear his name from your mouths again, you won't walk away. He lets go. Friend number 3 drops to the ground, coughing. Hoseok, get lost. They scramble away, dragging each other. Only then does Hoseok look down. His phone lies on the ground, screen shattered. He picks it up, presses the power button. Nothing. He exhales shakily. Hoseok thought great. He has no idea that Namjoon tried to reach him. And no idea what Namjoon messaged him. To be continued.